There are people that think that if they discard you, or if they don't like you, or they don't value you the way that you should be valued and treated, that you should curl up into a ball and die and never to be heard from again and rejected by all of society. Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Jones. I'm a licensed therapist. This commenter says, agreed, I knew colorism was a thing, but men and women expect me to be less confident, an agreeable sidekick. That's hilarious. We never discuss such things in my friend groups or my family growing up. I will call it out or disappear depending on how I feel in the moment. And I think that's exactly what you should do. But people know when they meet you, when they interact with you, what their perceptions are of you, and they know what they're doing when they devalue you. When they discard you, when they mistreat you, when they fetishize you, when they're mean and nasty and ugly to you, when they have internalized racism and colorism kicks in, when they're discriminatory and things like that. Really what it is you have something that they like, but really what they want to do is they're secretly competing with you. They are putting you down and they're trying to punch down or stomp down on you. So with the hopes that you will never see your worth. And they believe that because they do this and they have these smear campaigns. There's gossip, there's fodder. They bully you, and they're basically hoping that you put your head down, you go cry, you banish yourself to your home only to never be heard from again. And that is what gives them joy inside and what makes them feel like I won, right? As opposed to, valuing you and treating you with respect, like a decent human being. They're hoping that you will never see your worth. And this is why people will ghost you like that. Ghosting is a major form of disrespect in most cases. I'm not going to say in all cases, because sometimes, other things happen, right? But a lot of times, if you feel like nothing's going wrong, the relationship was going great, and this and that, a person's being manipulative and they will ghost you and tell you to kiss their behind. And then, as life goes on, as it should, and you meet somebody else, you get a new friend group, you get your life starts bossing up. Things start going well for you. All of a sudden, this person comes back out of the woodworks when really they've been watching you the whole time, and they're really surprised. Oh, someone else found value in you. Someone else likes you. Someone else wants to marry you. Someone else wants to be your friend. Someone else is giving you an opportunity in the job. And then they start coming up with a bunch of sorry excuses. It's just crazy stuff to try to get back in your energy. And it's because they now want to ride your coattails and get the opportunity to punch down again. They want what you have, and they never expected anybody else to take a chance on you. So there goes that internal competition again, under the guise of, I made a mistake. See, people like this, people who do this are very superficial in nature. They don't really value everything within a relationship. They don't really value you. They are more about image, appearance, maybe material things, how you all look together, what sort of social status they can gain from you, what sort of resources they can gain from you. And a lot of times what happens when they ghost you, or when they're doing the smear campaign, a lot of times what happens is they're making impulse decisions because they feel like, oh, well, shoot, you ain't got nothing to offer me anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, talk about this and that on you, and I'm going to go over here to the left, and I'm going to, have this superficial friend group, and we're all going to talk junk about you. We're all going to do this. We're all going to laugh at the disrespectful way that I've been towards you, because I feel like these are the cool kids, and I feel like you're not. And so they're surprised after they've been stalking and monitoring you and surveilling you. They're surprised after some time when you're doing well, you didn't fall apart at the seams, and life is going good for you. And that's when they usually come back. And that's what a lot of people mislabel avoidance. So I hear that word thrown around a lot, and I've talked a bit about avoidance and attachment and all that. I've talked a lot about that and what my thoughts on that are. But and I may do another video on that, but that's really what this whole avoidance, I think, for a lot of people are. I won't say for everyone, but for a lot of people, it's really, I'm gonna go over here and be with this other person. This person expects less out of me, or this person is very superficial like I am, or this person is all about sex like I am, and I don't really have to do any work in this relationship. I don't really have to give. I don't really have to pay my attention to this person. I don't really have to value this person, and I really don't have to value myself. So I'm going to go over here where there's less of a requirement. But then when I see you doing good things, or you moving on, I'm going to pop back up. And a lot of times when they pop back up, this person will bring chaos, especially if you continue to, they'll start one of two ways. They'll lay it on thick, the love bombing. So they'll lay that on thick, and I loved you, and I missed you, and I made a mistake, and I want to pour into this relationship now. Or, they'll bring chaos. They'll try to be controlling and demanding, create distractions, and try to suck up all of your energy. But it's really a game. And hopefully, if you've been following me long enough, or, you've experienced this enough, you nix that right out and you cut that. You nip that right on in the bud, and you get that person right on out of there, because things are very cyclical with them, and a lot of times they're just not going to change. And no, you are not the exception in most cases. So just a food for thought there, and they could put it under any and everything, but a lot of people misjudge, miscalculate, and they're shocked as all get out. When people see your value and you move on and your life is glorious. So I hope that helps. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, follow, and share.